What's up, YouTube? Back on the mats. I got 3 rolls for you. 2 no-gi and 1 in the gi at the end. So I'm gonna jump right into it here. I kind of took the opportunity to jump kind of right over his knees, push his knees down the middle, and kind of just jump to a mount position. A lot of people expect a pass to come left or right, so I kind of did something a little unorthodox and just jumped right to the mount. And he started to do that the pass where you kind of frame off the knee. So I grabbed his his right arm and shoved it down and kind of start working a mounted triangle. And I saw we started to get a little close to a couple other people rolling. So I gave up the top position, started to work a little bit from the bottom. I got my knee shield across. He was strong dude, so I didn't want him to get too close. And I felt him reach back here, and I was just waiting for him to roll into a toe hold, but he didn't. So what I do here is, again, I'm trying to reach around for that Kimura grip on his left arm, but he's really keeping it tight to his ribs. So as soon as I get a chance, I switch my hip. So right now I'm on my right hip. Boom, I switched to the left hip and got the opportunity to grab the Kimura. So you see I go from my one hip to the opposite, and he kind of just adjusted. I guess he was trying to pass, and he flared that elbow out a little bit. So I grabbed it, and from right there, I wanted him to roll. When he rolled, stepped over the head to get kind of that leverage, and got the submission there. He was big dude. He was real strong. I don't know for sure, but I would guess he had some wrestling background. Had good balance. So here, I got kind of 2 butterfly hooks. I want to get double unders, and he did a good job to kind of keep his base up, his posture up. I want to kind of load him up on my legs. There we go, and kind of do a butterfly sweep here. Got into a little scramble, and so right here, I'm thinking of a way to kind of get to his back, but I know I'm in trouble because if he would have just kind of turned toward my feet, he would have me in side control right there. But you know, he's kind of he turned the wrong way there. So he turned toward my head. He should have turned toward the feet, and he would again just have me right in side control. So he turned the opposite way, so I start working some back stuff here. And I think these other 2 guys here are gonna cut this roll a little short, but I'll keep going. So right here I am, I think, in the mount here. I'm sorry, half guard. I'm in this half guard. I'm going for like a knee slice pass. Slice that knee. Not really sure what I was trying to do. Maybe like a back step or kind of set up that knee bar. But I couldn't quite get that leg straightened out. I couldn't get his left leg straightened out. Looking back on it, I probably should have figured 4 of my legs to kind of get a better grip on it. But I'm just fighting with strength right there, which is not always the most efficient. So here I'm still kind of just fighting for the back. I gave up on that leg attack, that knee bar. So I'm on the back here, kind of trying to get a good choke, but he did a good job of getting to his back. And I think I'm thinking shove down his right arm and kind of go for it. Yeah, another mounted triangle. He just exploded out of this. What I wanted to do, I think once I saw that triangle wasn't going to work, try to switch to the arm bar, and that's when he just kind of exploded out of there and knocked me off. So right there, yeah. So these 2 guys kind of messed up the view, but nothing really happened to, you know, kind of talk about and narrate. So we'll just go right into the second gi match, and this is actually from another day. Good friend of mine. So here I'm playing like I got a spider guard attack ready for him. He's kind of waiting for a spider guard attack, but I really wanted to shoot a triangle on him, but he's too tall, base too high up. So I decided to go ahead and pick both his ankles and get a sweep there. So I'm on top here, and I think right now I'm just stabilizing, you know, nothing crazy. And I reach for the Kimura grip, get settled in, step over the head first. And he's seen this move a lot of times, so he did a good job to just circle away. And for whatever reason, it just didn't work. I'm not sure what I was thinking there, but I kind of just fell to my back and thought, hey, let's work some close guard stuff. It's open mat. It's good to switch it up a little bit, not try to be on top all the time and just force everything. So right here, I was thinking loop choke there, but he did a good job to pull out of that. So here, what I'm thinking I need to attack a knee bar on his right knee. I'm thinking right knee. So I actually switched it to his left knee. So I rolled through. It's just a regular, basic, over the shoulder roll. Switched it to a knee bar, and switched the knee bar. Looks like to a toe hold. I don't think I had his knee in the right place. The knee was kind of past my hips, so I couldn't quite get the knee bar. So I went ahead and switched it into a ankle lock right there. So again, it looks like I'm going for the butterfly sweep. I'm trying to get my double unders. Ended up laying to the side there. When people try to do that quick pass, kind of got long legs, so I can usually get that right foot in there to kind of stop. I don't even know if that's a actual, I don't know what the name of that hook is, but when somebody tries to like backstep, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I kind of have longer legs, so usually I can get that hook in. But right here, it did not work. And we're about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 matches in at this point. Again, this is another day from that other match that we just looked at. So right here, he's got a good top side control, and what he's trying to do is he's really trying to get my my right arm trapped between his two legs. I know that, and he knows it too. He kind of focused all his energy on that one. He really wanted to get my right arm pinned, and that was kind of all he was focused on. Looking back on it, he could have probably switched to a key lock on my left arm, or maybe instead of that that type of side control. Yeah, there we go. He went to the kind of more standard side control. Then he goes back right there. Again, he was really focused on that right arm, and it's a little difficult, in my opinion, to force moves, like force submissions, where there's no like setup. It's kind of just force. Like I knew what was coming. He knew what we was trying to do. We're kind of on the same page. So right there, that was just kind of explosion. No technique. Started to kind of build a frame. I'm back up to my knees here. And right now I'm just defending. I'm exhausted again. I'm real tired, and I felt him reach over a little bit too hard. A little too far with his elbow. So I clamped down on the elbow and turned toward his feet, and I attempted to come up, and I think the time was gonna run out. Yeah, you could tell how he fell back. We were both kind of exhausted. So here's another no gi. I got the gi pants on, but no top. So right here I'm trying to just, look for maybe a takedown or some kind of reversal or something. So he grabs like a hidden arm. I think he's gonna. Okay, so it looks like I kind of sit half guard, something like that. I'm going for the double unders. Got one there, and then he looks like he shucks my. Yeah, I'm thinking he's going for that. I forget the name of the pass, but I got an opportunity to kind of shoot up a triangle right there. And I'm trying to shove his left arm back through, but I couldn't quite get it. So kind of reset to the full guard here. And I want to do a sit-up sweep. So what I want to do is I'm pulling his head down, and as soon as he pops his head up, kind of use that momentum to go with the sit-up sweep. So as soon as he comes back, I'm going to slow it down for you. There we go. So his head is down. As soon as he comes back up, his butt starts to sit on his heels. Boom. And I timed it. Come up for the sit-up sweep there. And from here, I'm just establishing the mount. I think we're both blue belts here. And again, he did that frame. He went to go frame on my left leg. So I just trapped that one arm, and I'm starting to work a mounted triangle again. So again, I'm just trying to make sure I don't lose the position. Just stay on top. I'm digging for an underhook here. I think I just lost my balance, and he kind of just threw me in a second. Oh no. So okay, I see here. So he went to half guard, and he's gonna dig for his underhook on the with his right hand. And as soon as I felt that underhook come, I immediately switched to a Dars. I tried to go to the Dars. See my hand swept through right there, and I'm grabbing the back of his head to cinch the Dars in, but I couldn't quite lock it up. Usually that's pretty effective. With me, I kind of have longer arms, so I can usually reach that arm, my left arm in this case, all the way through to like the back of his neck and grab it. But again, yeah, here it is. So I lost my balance there, and he just swept me. And we're gonna reset here. We're getting ready to get out of frame in a second. We'll reset back in the middle. So he ended up on top. So we reset with him still on top. So right here, I don't want him to get too close. So what I did was, looks like I just bridged, but he did a good job of just kind of that Superman position. He flared his legs out so that I couldn't take him over. When I do that, I don't expect to sweep him, but I want him to at least post that hand out to give me some space to maybe get a knee inside or something like that. So right there, okay, so right there what I did was, I think I'll play it back in slow motion here. So he's in side control here. I went underneath with my right hand, and I'm trying to spin all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. But what I didn't do was I didn't get my head out. So my head is still stuck. I'm kind of going for a anaconda choke, but my head is still stuck underneath him. So the choke really doesn't work if you're still underneath the person. So he did a good job of getting his right hand back across my stomach. I'm trying to block it. You see how I got my hips off the ground? I didn't want him to get his right hand back over on the opposite side of me, but he did. So that choke is pretty much useless at that point. So I let it go. And let's see what I go for here. That was just I don't think any technique was with that, but I ended up spinning out from underneath him. And what I think I got here was we ended up in a head and arm choke. In a second, I forget what the setup was. Let's see. So he sits, and anytime I feel that, like his left leg up on my hip there, I want to get that off me immediately. Get that hip off, that leg off my hip. I don't want that on there, yeah. That doesn't, yeah, I don't want that. So I pushed that off my hip a few times. I thought about sitting back for some leg lock heel hooks, but I know we didn't have a lot of time left, and not that familiar with the feet game. So I ended up in his half guard here. I'm not sure why he pulled me in a half instead of full guard. Maybe that was his plan. But right here in a second, he made a little mistake. Boom, right there. He was flailing that right arm around. As soon as I felt it go over my ear, boom, I locked it up and started working the head and arm choke. And looking back on this, my balance isn't that good. I feel like I don't have a post on my left side. If he were to kind of just buck out and, like, you know, thrash me to my left, I really wouldn't have anything to post with, because if I post my left hand right now, you know, I would lose the choke. But luckily he didn't, and I'm just using that opposite foot to peel off his lockdown kind of, and I get the tap with a few seconds left there. So that was it for today. Again, I appreciate everybody's likes, you know, the comments. I think I'm at 1,500 subscribers now, so if we can see if we can get this to 2,000, that would be great. I'll try to get another video up within the next week or so. Again, continue to like, subscribe, and comment. I really do appreciate all of the interaction with everybody that watches the videos. Again, thank you for watching.